Hey guys, we're out here on the streets of Manhattan to find out how everyone is feeling about my new show. Should be pretty exciting because, like, I'm kind of a big deal in New York. Excuse me, do you mind if I talk to you on camera for 1 second? Can I just talk to you on camera for a second?
Not right now.
Okay. How excited are you for Julie Stewart-Binks' new show?
Who's Julie?
I'd be excited if I knew what it was.
I have no idea.
I haven't seen this show.
I've never heard of her.
The name sounds super cool, but no idea who Julie is.
Julie.
Julie Stewart-Binks.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
It seems alright, you know, I don't have nothing against it.
I don't watch
Hey.
American TV.
Yeah, I mean,
Never.
why would you, right? All right, folks, welcome on in to Call It a Night. None of those people knew this show, but everyone's about to know all about it. This is a sports comedy show where we like to have a little fun, get a little weird with what's happening in the world of sports. I'm your host, Julie Stewart-Binks, and we have an amazing show today. Duh, we always do. But we have a very special guest host. He's the former 7-time Pro Bowl center for the New York Jets. He's a foodie, owner of one of the most Hall of Fame-worthy beards in NFL history. Please welcome in my good friend, Nick Mangold.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! How does it feel to be our first guest co-host?
You know, I love being a first. So, so far things are going swimmingly. I think it's going to go great, and I'm really excited about
We
it.
are losing our virginity today. And what we're also going to be doing is trying to tell a couple of jokes like late night hosts do. This
Okay.
is like a new sort of thing. So when I tell a joke, if you feel like you think it's funny or not, you can respond however you like.
Am I the bald guy from Letterman?
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
If you want to, we can do this like every day too. If you want to stick around. All right.
Fantastic.
I just offered you a job. Okay. Well, let's head to today's headlines. The USA men's basketball team was defeated by Serbia on Thursday in the FIBA World Cup. It's the worst international loss for USA basketball since Dennis Rodman moved to North Korea. USA has also lost to Canada in hockey. So
Crushing blow.
no one cares about that in America, though. All right, the team's previous loss to France on Wednesday snapped a 58-game win streak for the USA with NBA players on the roster, which is a weird stat to begin with. That's like saying it snaps my streak of drinking every day with vodka in my system, which, if you're my doctor, isn't true.
Wink, wink.
I love lying to doctors about how much I drink a week. 4 drinks a week, I tell them.
Minimum.
All right, Milwaukee Brewers star Christian Yelich will miss the remainder of the season after fracturing his kneecap in Tuesday's victory over the Marlins. It's the most gruesome injury to someone in Brewers history since Jeffrey Dahmer played catcher in 1981.
Ooh.
It's a nice little cannibal joke, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I don't know.
He didn't play baseball, but he ate people. The loss of Yelich was apparently so devastating that it brought several fans to tears and led to the 3rd stint in rehab for the team's mascot. He's been there a lot.
He's been there a lot. Well, they're the Brewers.
Yeah. He's been drinking.
Pretty much at the ready.
Kent State University issued an apology to their women's field hockey team after a school official ended their match early so that a fireworks display could be set up for a football game, proving once again that women literally only get 3/4 of what men do. Another little feminist joke.
Digging.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish quarterback Ian Book broke the nose of a Louisville cheerleader with an errant pass during the 4th quarter of a recent game. According to professors, it was the closest she's come in contact with the book so far this semester.
Ooh, cheerleaders dumb.
Cheerleaders, dumb.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, he's proud. His name is the closest he's come in contact with the book, too, I'm sure, right?
Probably. I mean, well, quarterbacks, yeah.
Quarterbacks, maybe.
Maybe not.
O-line
TBD.
Here, we'll talk about that later. All right. A high school swimmer in Alaska was disqualified from a race after a judge ruled that her suit broke the modesty rule. More specifically, that they could see the athlete's intergluteal cleft. I sound like Dr. Evil saying that. The rule cost the swimmers team a win and proved the judge to be an intergluteal hole. Enough cracks about this, you bums.
I see what's there.
We got a lot to work on. All right. Pirates pitcher Kyle Crick required season-ending surgery after a clubhouse fight with teammate Felipe Vazquez. The surgery was relatively routine for the Pirates doctor, but it's unknown if Crick will ever pitch again. That's a hook.
Pirates, horror.
He could probably throw a good knuckleball with that, though. Also, Crick joins his Pirates teammates by being out for the season.
Gotta play baseball, gotta win.
Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant told the Wall Street Journal that, quote, "Some days I'm sick of the circus of the NBA," referring to the day-to-day politics around the league. But Durant admitted that he does enjoy watching the clowns at MSG. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show this year.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, depends what you think fun is. Former Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski sent football Twitter into a tailspin, tweeting out only the eyes emoji after speculation that he may be coming out of retirement. The tweet was also a surprise to New England fans, as it was the most coherent sentence he's ever used.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Thank you, Dan, for writing that. All right. All right, that's it for our headlines, folks. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we dive into some Week 2 predictions, and they're going to be tasty. Call it a night, baby.
Hi, I'm Tom Bergeron, and I had to call it a night.
Yeah, baby! Welcome on back to Call It a Night, where today we have a very special co-host, former New York Jets center and OSU Buckeye, Nick Mangold, here with us today. Now, Nick, we know that you are very well known for your illustrious NFL career, but something people may not know is that you're kind of a foodie as well. Tell me a little bit about your history with the cuisine.
Well, obviously, as it shows, I like food. And then it just kind of blew up from there, cooking for the family and dabbling in it now that I'm retired. I have more time with the food, and it's been a lot of fun.
You've been on some different cooking shows, Rachel Ray. We did a little post-Thanksgiving tailgate thing last time I cooked.
Perfect.
So that was really nice. The one time
that was like a year ago.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good.
So after 10 seasons in the NFL, you've been to so many different cities. We're gonna do NFL predictions, but based on food in the cities. This is tasty predictions.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
So we have matchups of Seattle and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't have a good showing in the first time. This is a Primanti Brothers sandwich, so this is like a very famous sandwich shop. They put fries in the sandwich, which is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. This isn't actually it. They wouldn't deliver as $1,000. That's more than we make on the entire show. And then this is coffee, which is great.
Coffee is delicious. Love it in the morning. Sandwich, though, love that all day long. So I think the sandwich wins out on this one.
Wow, Pittsburgh's gonna beat Seattle.
Yeah, mark it down off of the Sammy.
Mark it down. I'm just getting a little bite here for you.
Dig in.
All right, next matchup. We've got Oakland ramen.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And we've got taking on KC ribs.
Ooh, barbecue is near and dear to the heart. I do love a good ramen, but you can't go wrong with ribs. Going with the barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes versus a Raiders team that's still...
Oh, yeah, they actually play the games. Kansas City is pretty good. Go with them, too. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just the food.
It is just the food.
Oh, okay.
All right, next up we have New England taking on Miami. So we've got some baked beans.
Baked beans,
for Boston. And we have
obviously
a Cuban sandwich for Miami.
Ooh. Baked beans, great side dish. Wouldn't use it as a main. Cuban, however, is definitely a main. I'm gonna go with the Cuban.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Massive upset.
Oh yeah, the football thing. No, the sandwich is just better.
Well, I mean, technically sandwich, yeah.
I thought we were picking the foods.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of both here. Yeah.
Well, now, all right, that's going to play into it from now on.
Also feel free to
Well,
yeah,
if we
okay,
can.
yeah. Get a little, see
I'm
how
not
that
going to let a
tastes.
Cuban go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that tastes like. I mean, to be honest, Boston doesn't do very well in Miami, anyways.
They don't.
Yeah. Okay, we're now let's go.
Oh, the next one.
Next matchup, we've got Gumbo for New Orleans taking on LA Tacos.
Ooh, tacos are fantastic, especially on Tuesdays. Thanks a lot, LeBron. But Gumbo's just fantastic. I'm going Gumbo.
Okay, do you want to get in there?
Yeah, I'll dig in.
Oh, that is a winner right there.
That's the winner.
Okay, that's the winner, Gumbo. And they'll be looking
go
to come
down.
back after last year. Okay, we go down the list. We've got a Philly cheesesteak, Philadelphia taking on Atlanta's fried chicken.
That's a tough one. Fried chicken is fantastic. Cheesesteaks are also fantastic.
Oh, I think this is the hardest matchup.
So far, definitely. I don't know what's coming down the pike, but this one, Philly cheesesteak.
Oh,
Going with it. Yeah.
just maybe a little overtime victory there.
Yeah,
Like
it was a close game, right? And they got it in.
Yeah. All right,
I'll
get in
dig
there.
in. All right.
I'll just.
You're picking the fried chicken?
Yeah, picking the fried chicken. I don't know how long this has been out here, but. Yummy.
It's very nearly still
Actually,
on.
that's amazing. Okay, I'm getting into that later. All right, next up, we've got Dallas Cowboys taking on Washington. And we've got crab cakes and steak.
All right.
I wouldn't have thought crab cakes were DC, but
What would you have thought of?
I don't
See?
know.
But the Chesapeake Bay has some of the best blue crabs ever, which
Okay.
is right near DC.
That's why you're the food
so
guy.
I went to crab cakes.
Okay.
But in the end, the steak obviously wins.
Okay.
That's a given. I'll
All
just
right, well, get a little
there.
piece.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
We just eat it.
nothing like a little piece of steak right now and get things going. Okay, now we're in New York. We've got a lot of teams here in this area. We've got Bagels taking on Buffalo Wings.
This is tough because New York, played for the Jets 11 years. But I know it's not for the Jets.
Yep.
It's for the Giants. And then Buffalo Wings, Buffalo Wings wins easily.
Oh yeah! Whoa! That's
Not
good,
even a
baby.
question.
Not even a question, yeah. And I'm from Canada, and that's pretty close to Buffalo. So I mean,
So that works.
Wings versus bagels, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I'd definitely take the wings. Instead of taking a bite of a bagel right now, that'd be terrible.
I know, right? You can't pick bagel unless it's Jets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nick, thank you so much. Let's recap Week 2 predictions in the NFL. We've got Pittsburgh beating Coffee. If they can beat Coffee, that's a win for them. Then we got Ribs beating Ramen.
Easy.
We also have Cuban Sandwich beating Beans.
Upset alert.
Upset alert. We got a Philly cheesesteak beating fried chicken. We've got steak. By the way, steak was a little iffy, I'm not gonna lie. Taking on
It's not my fault.
beating crab cakes. We have Gumbo beating tacos. And we got the wings, baby. All right. Well, now
We'll see how that plays out.
now we'll see. Now we'll see how this one plays out as we've eaten all this really random food. Thank you so much, Nick, for your predictions.
Thank
we
you.
are going to be back in just a second with more actual football with the legend Nick Mangold. More on Call It a Night. welcome back into Call It a Night. Today I'm sitting here with our biggest guest so far in nearly every meaning of the word, Nick Mangold. And you know I have another show, which we're going to also get you on that too, because I am going to get all the content out of you, baby, as much as I can.
I invited myself.
Yeah. And it's called Drinks with Binks. And to get a taste of that, I thought we would do it like a smaller version of it.
A teaser?
A teaser,
Okay.
yes. And so I asked you what you want to drink today, and it is bourbon.
Bourbon.
So we got a little bourbon.
Lovely.
I don't usually drink a little bourbon during the day, but I mean,
when in Rome.
yeah, I've done worse. Okay, I'm also not a bartender, but I think that's probably. Do you want some more?
Yeah, I mean, splash more. Yeah. See, it's nice. You use a big cup, so it looks like less.
True. Also, this
Yeah.
cup is so heavy. So.
Is it? Well, that's great.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think you took more than me. I like that.
I poured myself a big glass.
I appreciate that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's get at it. That's great. That'll really wake you up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Nick, we just did a whole lot of food. You've been doing a lot of food stuff. You've been retired for a little while now. Just like, what's been going on? Like, what's Nick Mangold up to these days?
It's been fun. I just had my daughter, my fourth child,
Congrats.
last year, so she's turning 1 this year. That was a big transition going from 3 to 4. I didn't think it was going to be that big, but so after coming out of the fog of having her and finding our rhythm, I'm jumping around, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, doing a bunch of food stuff, doing stuff with the Jets, doing just all kinds of ridiculousness that is the joy of my life, but also being with the kids. Like, it's
Yeah.
great doing a lot of stuff with the kids.
A little zone defense you've got there. I guess.
Yeah, little zone. We're definitely in zone defense. At this point, we have guys running free.
Yeah.
we are all over the place, but it's fun and it's exciting, and it's nice to be able to be home with the kids when they're young.
Yeah.
While they still want me around. Once they get old enough and they're like, "Dad, get away," I might find something real, but. Right now, it's just dabbling.
Yeah, you get kind of like a little bit of a second career right now because you spent 10 years with the Jets, and the Jets have been very interesting to watch over the last little while. Now, you said that you were not worried after, I guess, their 16-point blown lead.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about the Jets right now? Like, what's your pulse with them?
It's always difficult. That defense came out flying in week 1, which was great. And then, they crash and burn at the end. And, I think that might have just been a little bit of fatigue thrown in there. The tough part you have in the NFL these days is no one treats the preseason like a true preseason.
Right.
So I think week 1 and 2 in the NFL is now week 2 and 3 of the preseason. And so there's kinks getting worked out. The offensive line, they admitted that they had communication issues that they were working through at the beginning. So once it goes down smooth.
Sorry, man. It's like, I don't want to interrupt your answer, but.
Bourbon. So it's just, I think that they have a good direction. I think Coach Gase is getting them going the right direction. The only thing that concerns me now is the news coming out that old Sam has mono.
Yeah.
Caught me off guard and is.
The old kissing disease, as they call it.
You just gotta stay out of the.
So,
Stay away
Finish
from
your
those colleges.
sentence.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna stop there. So bourbon.
yeah. That's a toughie. Okay, so yeah, what do you make of? And now he's going to be out for a while. It takes a lot out of you.
I mean, they said he's definitely out for this week, and they were, I saw things where he could be out till week 5, which you lose your starting quarterback. Not good. Yeah, man.
Okay, so Trevor Siemian is going to be.
Trevor's the next guy up, and you always believe in the next guy up. So I'm hoping he's been studying and learning and ready to go.
And Le'Veon Bell is having an MRI as well. That's probably not good news.
No, it now concerns me. I need to stop over and check on my fantasy because I have him.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, of course. I knew he was going to come out busting running. He did pretty well last week for me. So.
Is that weird doing fantasy now, as you might have known these guys or still do?
I find it weird for guys that do it while playing.
They do. A lot of them
Oh,
do.
yeah, some of them do, like the little casual leagues and everything.
Well, insider trading.
Yeah, it's like, works for me. I was like, I don't know how you guys have time to do this, but, but it's fun. It's neat. It's a fun way to pay attention to the game.
You
now.
draft yourself?
They wouldn't let me.
But you thought maybe.
I thought maybe come back as a tight end, you know?
Yeah, get a
Couple
little
of
that
catches.
CBD going, and the
CBD
knees will
going.
feel a lot better.
It'll be perfect, you know? Possession tight end, you know, blocking tight end, I think it'd be great.
So Ryan Khalil came out of retirement. What would it take you to
did.
come out?
A lot more money.
Everyone's got a price.
Everyone's
right?
got a price. These are facts. But yeah, it was awesome to see Ryan come back. I've known him for a long time. And so I assume, you know, he still had that bug. He had the itch. I was very fortunate when I was done. Still love the game, but I've had enough. I like waking up feeling pretty good in the mornings.
Yeah, well, now you can watch your fantasy team. We can drink a little bourbon.
We can drink bourbon.
And,
See, if I was still playing, I'd have to be at work right now.
Right. You couldn't be drinking on TV. That's enough to retire as it is. All right, Nick,
Exactly.
thank you so much for telling us all about your great stuff going on. I think I'm drunk right now. We'll have more coming up after the break. Sorry, not sorry on Call It a Night. Welcome back, everyone. We're just about to call it a night, but first, I'm Canadian. I like to tell you that every single second, and supposedly nice, but I've got issues, baby. By the way, it's Imposter Syndrome Thursday. All right, we've got a segment. It's called Sorry, Not Sorry. Kobe Bryant made an Instagram post of the girls' junior basketball team he coached, saying that the 6 girls pictured worked with him every day to continue to get better, but that the 7th girl, not pictured, decided to miss the game for a dance recital, saying, so that should tell you where her focus was at the time. Pretty insane for Kobe Bryant to be calling out a 12-year-old girl for missing a game for another commitment. I mean, the girl likes dancing better than bowling. But I feel, though, if you somehow manage to have Kobe as your coach, you're pretty decent. And if your parent signed you up to play for Kobe, you're probably putting that one first on the list of priorities. But sorry, I'm not sorry. As much as you might want to have this kid there, you can't force her to be there if she doesn't have the heart for hoops. But she has it for dance. As her parents, you kind of got to let her choose what she wants, or she'll always resent you or resent her teammates or resent herself. From an athlete's perspective, Kobe's words send a message about hard work and sacrifice. But not everyone has the same dream. You can't force kids to be something you want them to be despite their talent level. As a competitive figure skater growing up, I saw parents and coaches all the time burn kids out, so much so that they quit the sport. And for some, they quit playing sports altogether. But if we help kids figure out their path and encourage them to do what they want, they'll be so much more happier and successful. Listen, Kobe, I get your frustration. You were a competitive player. You're a competitive coach. And you were just calling out Shaq a few weeks ago for limiting the amount of rings you got. But sorry, I'm not sorry. This is less about Kobe instilling work ethic and drive into a 12-year-old girl, and more about the Black Mamba once again sulking and blaming someone else because he couldn't get this high school girls team a ring. Oh. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, so lovely rant. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. You use sports and the coaching, and I do agree with the kids. You need to have well-rounded. They need to find their way. You know, you try to pigeonhole them, and they're going to get burned out.
Right.
And so it's kind of crazy. But to do, you know, for Instagram and social media and everything, you know, it all seems a little crazy.
Yeah, it is. And it's like on the flip side, it's like it's Kobe. If you get to play for Kobe, I mean, you should probably be at that game. You know, like that's.
It'd be pretty cool, right?
It's pretty cool. And they came fourth, I guess. So sorry, Kobe. Maybe you should just go back to not whipping children. Anyway, Nick, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers. You are a gem. We will have you back definitely if you want to come back. That's it for us on Call It a Night right now. We'll be back on Tuesday with Adam Lefkoe and then also Trey Wingo. We are rocking. We are rolling. Have a great weekend. We're going to call it a night.